Jeffrey de Graaf, 22 years of age, and a player, John Walton, with definitely a long career ahead of him in the game.
Definitely. He came on this circuit about 2 years ago, and he's a really nice lad. But when you're playing him, he's definitely up for it. He's got the game, but you don't want to let the life get on top of you. He's hard to pull back against.
Excellent stuff there from Mick Haynes. De Graaf. Excellent setup on double top. But it's Haynes with the advantage here. A chance of an early breaker throw for the 52-year-old publican. Oh, what a start, John Walton.
It is. That's a confidence boost for him. Taking the first leg against the darts. He'll go in now in big style. That's a lovely first dart. Great start. As we were saying, you Giraffe. That's his nickname amongst the professionals. Sorry about that. But Jeffrey's won the Swedish Open and the Denmark Open. And Mike's won the Macclesfield Open.
Well, it's still a W under his name all the same.
Well,
regardless.
It's a title. No mean player in this, Haynes. Coming through like qualifiers on Wednesday.
One of 4 qualifiers to make it to the last 32 draw. We'll see another one later tonight. Robert Rickwood.
It's the thing with it. When you qualify for a tournament, you're playing, the name players. You want to make a name for yourself as well. You're up for it, definitely. And the way Mike's going at it here, he's definitely up for the game.
Well, it's a great start for Mick Haynes. And he has had some stage practice this afternoon, John. He was practicing on the stage with Rick Hofstra.
I didn't see that.
About 3 o'clock this afternoon.
59. Victory 137.
Well, the first one was a confidence boost. This will be a major one if Mick Haynes can find 137. Not to be.
Set it up now from here.
55.
But this is a lovely finish for Jeffrey. We've got two darts at treble 20. Bad dart.
40.
Opens the door for Haynes here.
Two schools of thought here. The treble 14 on the bullseye route.
No, bullseye.
Well,
they were in anyway. 2 frames of bone, and he hit the 14.
18 for the ball. Double 7.
75.
On the wire, unlucky.
Jeffrey 190.
And should be 2 for. Should be at the 20s of these. Oh, he's gone double top.
Double top.
And it's in there.
What a great finish that is from Jeffrey de Graaf.
Now we're thinking we're going to go 20-20 ball, but he decided to go the opposite way. So we're back with the darts now.
So back on throw. One leg apiece.
That's a great start.
One on the end, 14. $58.
Say no more, John. Say no more, John. I know that's got you in bits.
One on the end, 14.
My co-commentator is caught up in a ball on the follow here after seeing that sign.
One on the end, one.
You feel okay now, John?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Good dart there from Mick Haynes.
One on the end, 14.
Beware of the bear. That's Bob Taylor's old nickname, the bear.
The bear, indeed.
Yeah, he's in Sweden.
81 here for Haynes to break back again.
He's showing no fear in Haynes here.
Double 12. Double 6. Wasn't happy with that dart.
He looked mean.
69. Check your require 123.
123. 19s. Double 18. Nah, not to beat.
55. Nick, you require 12.
So for another breaker throw. Haynes on double 6.
He's got a touch of the Mike Gregory look about it.
Yeah, that's good shot.
Well, he plays like Mike Gregory in the doubles there as well.
He has.
Fair play to him.
He's well up for this game.
And the qualifier leads 2-1 and has the darts in the fourth leg.
And every game, legs gone with broken throw.
Well, Hofstra and Rasmussen broke 6 legs against the darts in their last game. In a row, that I should add.
It's filling up nicely now, is the audience. People finish watching their darts.
Good first start. Second's pretty decent as well. How's the third? Tremendous!
He's playing on confidence, is this guy?
Well, the bookmakers did call this as a lot closer than a lot of the matches tonight. The Graaf 15-8 on, Haynes 7-4. So the bookmakers have got this a lot closer than some of the other matches we have this evening.
I've never been a betting man, and these odds written down here mean nothing to me.
In fact, I got these odds off a betting man from the telly, Gary Wilshire, who's got a little stand here. I haven't seen Gary for a while. Must be at least 12 months. When I saw him at the Crucible, I was doing the snooker down there. For those who remember Gary, he used to do the racing on the BBC as the pundit with John Parrott. He was a big fella then, but he's lost 9 stone in weight. And he looks really well. Good for him.
Well, next time you're down at Crucible, you'll have to call in for a coffee, because I'll live 20 minutes from it.
I will do. 62 for Haynes in the meantime. 12 or 20. Oh, and right in the centre there. Didn't want that.
This is a nice finish for his first start. No.
Bit of a mix.
Now. Set it up. 37, 5 for 16s.
Oh dear.
It's still on, though, 17 left, double 8. Good dart.
What a recovery.
Good dart, that was a recovery.
Well, he pulled that one out the fire.
That's the first hold of the throw as well, so...
Jeffrey de Graaf thought he had a game on. He certainly has one on now.
The thing is, though, when you're a seeding, you're playing a qualifier, you think it's an easy game. But it's not really, because them guys that have qualified, they've played all day. All right, they've had a day's break, but they're still up for it. They're up for the game. And any qualifier is dangerous, anybody. Apart from, say, the Lakeside, because you qualify in October, and you've got 3 months before you're playing them, so it's a bit different playing the qualifier there. But here, it's only a day.
And a lot of the guys come into this when they qualify for this tournament, and a lot more opens around the world as well. You know, they're the ones at times that come with the momentum, with the confidence, and you usually do see seeds tumbling at early stages.
Well, yeah, you do. And like I said, we've seen seeds going last night. Who's to say there ain't a few more going out tonight?
137.
Well, this is a good leg of darts from the Dutchman. And Haynes, to be fair, I think is closer to his pub than a finish right now.
95. Judging required 36.
I bet his takings are going up, though.
Indeed, I hope they're all watching.
I bet he's going to be screens there, Dip.
Double 16, good dart into the Graaf, holds his throw. And trails by 3 legs to 2 at the break. But it's the Publican with the lead at the moment. Join us for more darts here on Eurosport right after this. Back. Interesting game, this one. Jeffrey de Graaf, the 22-year-old from the Netherlands. The seed up against qualifier Mick Haynes and the Publican from Cheshire. And the Publican's having it all his own way at the moment, leading by 3 legs to 2. And John Walton, you've been quite impressed with his performance so far.
Definitely. He must be practicing in his pub during the day. But he's definitely up for this game.
96.
You do find a lot of publicans do practice in the pub, actually, and play for the teams.
57.
But he's got the darts in this leg. If he holds on to it, he's only 1 leg away from getting through. And the way he's playing, who's to say he doesn't?
95.
Indeed. Halfway to victory at the moment. And as I mentioned before, the bookmakers thought this one was... They weren't as confident as they are on a few of the others, like just looking at Martin Adams tonight against the other qualifier, Robert Rickwood. Martin Adams is 6-1 on to win that game. And Rickwood is 3-1 to win it. A lot tighter, this one. And you can see, Haynes not afraid to do some heavy scoring there, John.
Yeah, he must be the... I'll tell you something, the bookmakers must have done their homework on this one, because I couldn't have called this game. I had Jeffrey down as firm favourite, but they must have watched Mike play before.
Well, what a way to go out there. They can find another one here. Not to be.
68.
Would have hoped for better with that.
Disappointed with that.
Yes, I was going to say, would have hoped for better with them last 2 darts. You were here, where are you now? De Graaf, treble 18.
140.
Maybe,
We're after the 180 to put the pressure on the 102.
Treble 18 would have still left in 32, but wanted the 180 instead, 102 instead.
Ball.
.35 scored, I think. 67 left. Things are just in the 15.
Mm-hmm.
Think so. Down for 17s.
Jeffrey, you require 66.
Leaves himself an even 50. De Graaf, treble 10 for double 18. 16 for tops. On 20s instead. Double 18. Unlucky.
I think he threw himself off there. He threw himself off on thinking on that one. He knew he wanted 56, but I think he thought, oh, go down 16s and then go tops.
And look at Haynes in the meantime. Takes out the 50, fist pumped from the 52-year-old, and has a two-leg cushion against the Dutchman.
97.
I wonder if the people in his pub will be hoping he wins this game, because he could be buying around.
Oh, the drinks could be on him, but look at that first 9-dart average there.
Yeah, it's impressive. That is very impressive.
De Graaf averaging low 90s, 93 average. Haynes with an 88 average, but those first 9 darts he's scoring a lot heavier than the Dutchman.
But the main statistic is that 4-2 legs.
Absolutely.
84.
And Jeffrey's just going to make, you know, it's his throw, so he's going to take command, otherwise he's going to go even further behind.
Disappointment there for Haynes. Good first start there from De Graaf.
114.
But all Haynes has to do, all has to think about, John, if he holds his throw, he wins.
Yeah, that's all it is. Now he's broken Jeffrey, so just hold your throw and you're away. It doesn't matter if he loses this leg. It's the legs that you start that you want to win. In this position, you know, yeah, you can have this leg, Jeffrey, no problem. But you're not going to win my leg. That's what he should be thinking in his head.
68.
Good first start there from Haynes, but
he's not using it as practice. He should. You're that far behind now. You should be using it as practice for the next leg.
And so much so, if he would have got a good throw there, then he would have had a chance to finish here. But 163 is not one finish; it's a bogey number. So all he can do is pressurise the double 8. 75 scored so far.
He's put the pressure on, though.
Indeed, he has. Double 8, 4 darts, Mr. It. Gets it with the 5th one. So De Graaf reduces the arrears to a single leg. But as I mentioned before, Haynes with the darts.
And using them well. That's a lovely first dart. He's got a snatching throwers, Mike. But it's effective for him.
And that's exactly what De Graaf would have looked for. Needs to break back. I think it's woke the crowd up as well.
16.
I didn't want that. A bit of a let off there for Mike.
The big finish. Haynes looking to try and get this down to a 2-darter.
16. Jeffrey, you require 170.
Really? I don't think so. Another one of them would be nice. Bullseye for the 170. Oh, lucky son.
45.
When that left his hand, he thought that was in. He would have thought that was in.
What a way to finish this would be. Not to be. So all he can do is pressurise.
59.
Not enough, I don't think.
25.
25 for De Graaf.
Two ways of going for this. I think he's going 9, double 8.
Yeah, let's game short at the 8 line. Jeffrey De Graaf.
So we have a level match. And De Graaf now has the advantage. It's not that big, fella. LFC for the league, nothing but a dreamer.
I
think there's three teams
above.
above.
I don't follow football.
There's three teams above them. I think we'll have a say on that.
Yeah, I'm not a football man at all. I'm a rugby league fan.
Which begins this evening.
58.
Yes, it does actually. And I don't even put it this way. I don't even know who we're playing this tonight.
You follow your teams well, then, John.
Yeah.
81.
Now a sloppy start there from De Graaf with only 58. Haynes has got a smidgen of a lead.
Mike seems to have just drifted off a little bit
85.
as the game's gone on. I don't know whether he's been over this distance before, because I think the qualifiers were only best of 7. This is best of 11.
And you mentioned before, John, about settling in. You know, if a player needs a couple of legs to settle in, and as soon as they find their groove, and they're in trouble. So it's important for these qualifiers to try and get off to a bullet start.
123.
Two great darts and from De Graaf.
132.
Disappointed with the third.
Jeffrey's feeling comfortable now. But, you know, he's got it back to a level game, and you can tell by his body language and everything, and now he's throwing the darts. He's feeling comfortable.
Haynes needs a treble here, desperately.
60. Jeffrey requires 78.
20 for tops. One dart, double top, to go one up with 2 to play.
38.
That one nowhere near the double top. That came off the previous dart.
152.
This is a lovely finish. If your first dart goes in, just follow it up. Not to beat.
Unlucky, just underneath.
101.
There's a bit of pressure though, 52.
40.
So 40 for De Graaf. Double 10. Just composes himself, does the 22-year-old. 1 to go, and he needs it. And he gets it. 3 legs in a row for Jeffrey De Graaf, and is now on the hill. He needs 1 leg for a place in the last 16. And not the start Mick will have wanted there, John.
No, not with your darts. He wanted to go in ton or a steady ton. Would have been happy with that. But like I say, Jeffrey's feeling in his comfort zone now, so I could see a ton coming in here. Ooh, commentator's case.
Well, the first one left lots to the side. Decent recovery though. Two lacklustre visits for Mick Haynes. Let's open the door here for De Graaf.
96.
Donald Fitton, we'll see him later on tonight against Harley Kent.
That was old Shuey, one of Darryl's friends.
134.
Bring your own fan club with you. It's been harsh on Alan. 180 on here, and 180 got.
180.
Massive pressure now on Haynes.
But he needed that 180, did Jeffrey.
And now has the
yeah, 6 darts.
6 darts order
well.
here.
Making an ash of it.
And they're making a bit of a pig's ear to this. 1, 2, 4 left.
81.
Still a good recovery. It's taken down to a 2-darter. Haynes way back on 209.
Jeffrey requires 67.
So, for the game, 67. 2 darts at double 8 for a place in the last 16. Only needed the 1.
Jeffrey de Graaf.
Jeffrey de Graaf wins 4 legs in a row, comes from 4-2 down to win 6-4. But one thing must be said, John Walton. Mick Haynes, first time on TV, made a good account of himself.
He definitely did. For your first time up there, he started off aggressive, and then he seemed to lose the aggression at the back end of the game, whereas Jeffrey just, like I say, he just got into his comfort zone and then let the darts go.
So as you can see, Jeffrey de Graaf winning by 6 legs to 4. The 9-down average, averages overall there, John. I think it's shone over in the end that Haynes, you know, I think it was down to the doubles there as well. You know, it just didn't happen for him.
Yeah, you can see that with he's got 101 first 9 darts, and then he's gone down to an 86, whereas
the indispensable